Very good morning, welcome along to Ochilview Stadium in Tennismuir. It's a highlight of the women and girls game. It's the ScottishPower Youth Challenge Cup Finals Day. 3 matches over the course of today and 3 showcases of different age levels in the girls game. ScottishPower pipe band leading out the first 2 teams in the under-16s final as Glasgow girls up against Musselburgh Windsor. 2 sides that do pretty well in this competition, certainly in recent years, and 2 sides close together domestically. Both sides lined up, and we're just a couple of minutes away from kicking off. 40 minutes aside for the under-16s final. Elsewhere today we have Inverness Cali Thistle Blues against Dundee United Community Trust, that one at 12:45 in the under-14s final. And then we've got Aberdeen City against Bayside in the under-18s final at 3:30 p.m. Full day's worth of action. Good crowd in already this morning. Great conditions as well, as best you can get for mid-November. It's blue skies, it's sunny, it is chilly, a little bit windy, but not as stormy as it has been this week. And as long as the rain stays away, it should be great conditions for Cup final day. Great noise, as I say, from the crowd and the stand in the thick of it here at Ochilview. Great to have you with us for our live coverage of all 3 finals here today. So handshakes between the 2 sides. Looking at the teams for these 2, well, notable players to pick out for Glasgow girls. Well, one of those isn't from the start. Carly Mackay, who she will looking to make an impact from the bench. She scored 7 goals in this competition. One that does start though is Emile Connell, 5 goals in this competition. Has been amongst the goal scorers, as is Rebecca Scally, who scored the winner in the semi-final against East Fife. For Musselburgh Windsor, key player to note, Neve Wilson, 7 cup goals, including the winner in the semi-final. In a game which had to hang on a bit, but did so. And she was looking to make an impact for her side. To the Evie Thompson, the key figure in goals, as well as a few good saves throughout the run in the competition. Both sides going through the pre-match huddles. Good occasion this on a decent pitch here. Great venue for these finals. A few pre-match photos as well from the Musselburgh Windsor players. It's a competition at under 14s level. It's at 198 teams involved, 125 in the 16s, 49 in the 18s. 125 teams started this competition, as I say, and we're down to the final 2. India Braid, the Glasgow girls captain. Eva Davidson, counterpart for Musselburgh Windsor.
Almost time for kick-off here at Ovalview. It's time for you to show your appreciation for your team. First of all, let's hear it for Glasgow girls. And now let's make some noise from Musselburgh Windsor.
Pretty 50-50 split in the cheers from the crowd. Good numbers here. And some will be around all day, I'm sure, watching the feast of football. Plenty here supporting these two for the opening match of the day. Similar to the coaches getting some photos in with the squad. I think it's now official photo time. Both in the centre circle for both sides here. For the big occasion, needs the correct photos before we get the action underway. So Musselburgh Windsor, it's got to have Edinburgh in the white and blue. Girls in their traditional purple and black. Underway then for the first of three ScottishPower Youth Challenge Cup finals, under 16s final. 40 minutes a half at this age level. Evie Archibald trying to head this one forward and get it forward for side in white. Musselburgh Windsor. Davidson the captain. And they're the one with the possession. Koloska trying to head forward. That'll come through. Lauren McDonald, the goalie. Scallo can try and turn away for Glasgow girls. Taken on now well here by Rankin. Good early headway in the first minute or so. Good intent from both sides. Braid thought about the strike there. It was closed down, thought. James having to chase back, but maybe a chance here for Niamh Wilson to attack forward for Musselburgh Windsor. Gray still leading the chase, but McDonald will be there. Both of these sides in the Youth Performance League, the YPL. Sides that are looking for a bit of a bigger challenge up from the regional divisions. Don't quite meet the next gen criteria for the rest of the PL academies. Very well match sides at this level, these two. Michael with the long throw. Certainly been a much discussed thing in football in recent months, the return of the long throw across the game. Bounces back down here for Koloska for Windsor, but now Glasgow Girls can perhaps break. Keepers came a long way out there, but does really well, does Thompson. Watson was one of the couple there around. Little thready through ball here for Neve Wilson. Has support in there. And Grant. First little sighter we've had in the first 4 minutes. Off target though, but decent effort. Good space was found on that right side. One of the goal scoring threats for this side in white and blue. Oscar there for Windsor, but there'll be a turnover possession. A little bit of a push and shove in there. The referee took a moment and given the free kick to Glasgow Girls. Long by McMinn. Taking on by Bray. That's a lovely ball forward here from the captain. Early chance for Glasgow Girls. It's well met from Rankin's shot. Beaten away well by Thompson. That's a big chance for Glasgow Girls there. Beaten away really well to concede the corner, but keeps things at 0-0. Connell with this corner kick. Chest away actually near the line. Safety defending there. So second corner in quick succession. Watson providing a short option this time. Wasn't closed down, but was at the second attempt by Romano. And that is well marshalled out defensively. Good intent from both sides in the first 7 minutes here at Ochilview Stadium in Stennismuir. Spin away from Romanis. Chase on for Neve Wilson. Both sides getting stuck in these early stages. Not ideal, but still chuckling. Had to be watched there defensively by Brooke Simpson and Glasgow Girls, but did go out for that goal kick. A lot of this 16s Glasgow Girls team were in the side that lost in the 14s final last year to Windsor Albion. They had a great first half in that thing, but then lost 3 goals in the second period. Sign purple with this free kick. Here's Braid. Watson on the chase. Good defending there and good boot away by Thompson. Plenty of fans still making their way in. Around the sides here, car park filling up at Ockleview. Let's see, the stands are pretty busy already, which is great to see. That's the beauty of it. You can support your side if you're here supporting players, friends, family. But there's also 3 games, and it makes it a real atmosphere. Down the years, it's grown a heck of a lot over the last decade or more. Seen a lot of these finals. Carew sending down to clear. Glasgow Girls with the best chance of the game in the opening 10 minutes. Now maybe a chance to get forward again, but good defending from Windsor. Kowalska in the mix there defending. That's given away, and now with the chance for Connell here forward. Good play that was. Watson tried to get the end of it, but cleaned up defensively. Ramirez back there to help it defensively. Thompson was there to pick up. Now maybe Windsor can go forward. Davidson. Run continuing there from Davidson, but the pass just going to be a little too long. Control from Scally. There was 1 or 2 shouts for handball, but referee let the game continue. I feel that it was okay. Nothing intentional. Connell flicking wide here for Watson. Great running there from Watson out by the defender of Romainus. Couldn't quite get the cross you wanted, but found a good bit of space there. Musselburgh Windsor were in this final last year at 16s level. They lost out to Glasgow City, but some of the side around for that, and also in the 14s win in 2023. 18s won this competition in 2022 as well, so a rich history of success for Musselburgh Windsor in recent years in the ScottishPower Youth Challenge Cup. Rankin in the arm wrestle there with McCall. Romano come to help out defensively for Windsor. Musselburgh Windsor keeping the pressure on. Throwing comes in, but Glasgow Girls got plenty of numbers back defensively. Windsor rather with the defending numbers, as you see that time. Now Renfrew maybe can turn things into attack. Koloska will use the goalkeeper. And Thompson can get a bit of respite. Maybe Grant has had a few tricks and skills to our trade so far, not in 15 minutes. Seen a little bit of that there. Pace just settled into a more steadier rhythm after the fast start, but both sides you can tell fairly evenly matched here. Plays Davidson there and wide for Grant, looking for Grant to keep it in. Didn't quite do so. Smith disagreed with that decision from the referee, but Windsor conceded the free kick. But Glasgow Girls with it now. Braid forward. Scallion there for Rankin now. Switch and turn of possession. Smith with the hopeful ball forward, but Purdue doing well just to let that run through for Laurie McDonald. Hasn't had a save as much yet to make. McDonald had the shot which was just off target. Windsor's close effort compared to Evie Thompson at the other end for the Lothian side. Had that big save in those first few minutes. Sheena Lamont eased out of it, looking to maybe win it back. Just leaves it for her teammate Simpson. Now James, still at the top of the heads. Take a touch there off Romanis. Well, it's going to stay in play anyway here for Glasgow Girls. Ball around in there. Koloska trying to get something on that defensively. Braid. Watson ushered out of it. That's some good stuff there from Lucy Romanis. Has had a few of those little argy-bargy defensive moments to win possession back for our side. Smith with the ball forward. Cadu just ahead defensively of Grant. And the assistant flagging for the free kick. There was a bit of a coming together. It's a free kick opportunity for Musselburgh Windsor. 19 minutes on the clock. Grace Dilly with the ball at her feet. Referee's making sure things are set in the box. It is going to be Dilly to deliver. That's into that side netting though. There's no trouble in there for McDonald in the Glasgow Girls goal. Control and searching ball forward here for Glasgow Girls. Whoever slipped there and Rankin can maybe take opportunity. Cam back to Lamont. James and help forward there. Watson chasing, but Thompson there. Just joined us opening game of the day of 3 in the ScottishPower Youth Challenge Cup Finals. This is under 16s contest, 0-0 here. Glasgow Girls and Musselburgh Windsor, bit of a loft away from Cadu. Under 14s and 18s finals to come throughout the course of the day from Ochilview. Watch it live with us if you can't make it to the ground. And there's a throw-in fairly easily dealt with from Rubenus' attempt to get it in long. She will have the ball in her hands again. Ball not quite clear initially the first time, but a bit of distance on that away. Throw in for Windsor. Bit of confusion for a minute there, but Archibald with the ball in their hands. Leave that to our teammate. Still no breakthrough yet. Midway through this, just past the midway point in this first half, 40 minutes and a half, remember this level. There'll be extra time and penalties if required at the end of the game. That one being blocked here by Rankin. Thompson, I think, has got away with that though. Or has she? We're going to come through here for Scally. She's going to try and lob the goalkeeper, but it doesn't quite work out for her. And just a little moment of panic from Amy Thompson with the initial charge down, and then the secondary effort coming back in, but Musselburgh Windsor stay level on that scoreboard. The harrying work from Rankin was excellent initially, and then just worked that couple of passes later, and Scully tried to go for something instinctive. I don't think it was on target, unfortunately, as well as being a little too high. Tough to do from that close range, but good effort anyway. there by Windsor here. That's taken though by McDonald. All these crosses have went straight to the goalkeeper. That one's could well be won back quickly. Koloska. Only push wide, but no takers there in white and blue. Windsor had at least a Scotland affair in the semi-finals. A tough game against the YPL League Cup winners in Dunfermline Athletic. Narrowly by a goal to nil. Defending here and giving away a free kick. Dangerous spot then, free kick. 25-minute mark of this first half. Neil Connell to take. There's Connell. It's a good ball and the shot just rising. Windows, I think, almost hit too well as it came to attacker. Centre half it was in the end. Decent opportunity that for the Glasgow outfit. Oh, they came up rather quickly. Mins with that effort, not been shy of the goals. Not bad for a defender here. 5 goals she's got in this competition. Top scorer for the 16s Youth Challenge Cup is Sarah Thompson of Dunfermline Athletic, so one or two that could be in the mix if there was to score a couple of goals here in this final for either team. It could well be the Dunfermline player getting the honours of the golden boot for the competition. That one headed away for a corner kick up the other end, so danger from one side, perhaps danger at the other now. Referee, I think, just watching a little bit of pushing and shoving in there and making sure it doesn't happen as Green Stilly with the corner kick here. Low, just about trying to stay alive here for them, but Connell manages to clear. Now can they venture it into an attack forward? It's a good challenge in there from Evie Archibald. And they're dotted down and Braid, good pass that for Rankin. A bit of space as well. It's an excellent challenge though to deny the counter forward. Simpson having to watch bodies coming forward. Smith shadowing for Windsor. And in the end, good shadowing as they've got themselves to throw in, and that towards the final third of the pitch. Just about staying alive down there. Another throw in here. Ramirez helping it in. Cleared as far as Rankin, who helps it further away from Glasgow Girls defensively. That was stretched there for Thompson, but gets to that bit, does smash it off the Glasgow Girls player and might just invite a little bit of pressure on. As Watson was there lurking, even though she didn't know much about it when it came off her back. Glasgow managed to steal it and thump it forward. Okay, just the solitary player there, so it can be time back for the goalie. Taken down though by Dilly. Again, just that kind of hopeful ball, not quite paying off for the side in blue and white, heading towards the final 10 minutes then of this first half. Fairly even game, perhaps a slightly better chance or two coming from Glasgow Girls, but in general play, not an awful lot between the two sides. Laid back down there by Smith. So Glasgow Girls having to clear again. Kolowska. Now Ramirez. A bit of space on that side, but pass forward and then close down the attacking threat there, Glasgow Girls. Good play forward here, Watson. Picking up from Connell's ball initially. No support further forward though. Chance for a long range effort there, but met well. Connell with the strike. Thompson had that one covered though. Now a chance for Delhi to get forwards for Musselburgh Windsor, but closed off. By Simpson. Twist from Scally to try and turn into attack, but Kolowska, and that was a Scally shove in there. A bit fulsome, that challenge, and giving away the free kick. Edie Thompson coming a long way out for Musselburgh Windsor to take this free kick inside the Girls half here. Tristan Herboot to float in. It's a great ball in as well, and that is off the post. Rachel Smith, what a great ball that was from the goalkeeper. Floating in beautifully for the head. Off the post, but into McDonald's Arms. What a great chance that was. Best chance Windsor have had in the game. Now the ball floated in, but the flag is going to go up there. Here's Ruby Grant. Well, seen the threat there of the boot of Hugh Thompson, the goalkeeper, with that delivery of the free kick. There's one really good chance apiece these two have had. Still no goals yet. We're heading towards the final few minutes of this first half. Long from Romano. Donald will reach that ahead of Wilson, who's chasing in the attack. Good little spell this for the side in white and blue. Scally trying to keep hold, trying to run by 2 or 3 challenges, couldn't do so on that occasion. With a good little defensive touch, but it might still come through here for Rankin. It's through and goal, so around the goalkeeper. This will be the opening goal. It's a cutely taken goal as well. Big celebrations 5 minutes before half time as Glasgow girls hit the front. After a good few minutes of play from Musselburgh Windsor, the ball slipped through. Grant was cool and calm, get by the defenders, coolly passed the goalkeeper, took her time and slotted it home. 4 minutes from the break. One of those cliches, it's always an important time to score just before half time. That will be interesting for the team talks. Is there any say back for Musselburgh Windsor in this first half? Well, they've managed to keep hold of the ball, but only briefly. Both sides looking for that throw in. There's Grant now for Musselburgh Windsor, who are now trailing in this final. Lovely little flick here and play from Delhi. Ball being pushed wide. Captain Davidson there is a throw in to the side, who are now looking for a goal before the break. Connell just taking a little bit of a sore one, but back to her feet quickly enough for Glasgow girls, still with Windsor with the throw in. reasonably here for Romanus. Referee playing on there. 1 or 2, I think, looking for a foul for the shove, but here's Rankin now, the goal scorer. Some chasing, but defensively, much ball back to the goalkeeper. Pass long by Smith. Goalkeeper there out quickly to take. Read that really well. A little tug back in the shirt there. Awesome, but referee plays on. Just taking a moment there as the ball came back to it. To just slow the pace down a little bit in this final minute of the regulation time in this under-16s final. It was a fast start to the game. Fairly intense, stayed into a pattern, but a couple of good chances either end. But crucial breakthrough in the closing stages of the half. As it looks like Glasgow girls will have the slightly sweeter team talk. Still a long way to go in this final. First of 3 here today at Ochilview Stadium. A little bit of added on time at this first half period. Could be better for Glasgow girls. It just bounces nicely for them. Probably forward by James. Just going to come through despite the tensions of Rankin, and that is the half-time whistle here in this under-16s ScottishPower Youth Challenge Cup final. I see a game which has had some good moments, a couple of good chances either end, but the breakthrough from Rankin, nonchalantly taking it around the goalkeeper and finishing really well, means Glasgow girls at the break have the lead by a goal to nil. We'll be back shortly for the second half.
Final match is the 8's final at 3:30. That's Aberdeen City taking on
at Alcovie Stadium. Second half underway. Scottish Power Youth Challenge Cup Finals day, always a great day in the calendar. And Glasgow girls with the 1-0 lead over Musselburgh Windsor in this under 16s event. Amelia Connell already trying to find a space and burst forward in these early exchanges. That's a lovely early ball here. Dilly trying to make the run. Eve Innes with that pass, who came on at half time. And 51 on her back for Musselburgh Windsor. Filter changes as they happen, as and when. And that's already trying to make an impact here. Plays this one off. This is looping. And the goalkeeper has to take it there as Dilly tried for something spectacular from quite a close range as well. Coming to already, managed to clamber it into her arms. Positive start for the Lothian side. Echoing the first half, fast start for both teams. A quick start to that first half, and then it's settled into the path, and then we got that late goal. Charlie Rankin with the finish round the goalkeeper effort. Connell dispossessed. Kolowska. Connell there on the aerial, that one just going to play its way back to Thompson. Romanis. That's a argy-bargy duel. Second final of the day will be at 12:45. The under-14s final, Inverness Thistle Blues take on Dundee United Community Trust. And then the under-18s final is at 3:30. Aberdeen City up against Bayside. A lot to play for still here in this 16s final. And pushed it wide here of Musselburgh Windsor, but might manage to get the ball in. It's headed away. As far as Yasmin Phillips, and not far away at all. That's a second substitute from half time. It's making an impact early on. We've seen the pass through from Innes led to the attempt at goal in the first minute or so of this second half, and there was the space for Phillips to have a bit of a shoot on sight just wide of the target. Here's Innes. Caught short on the edge of the box. James has to get a bit of distance away from Glasgow girls. Just couldn't quite get there, but support behind. Alice White, the other half-time sub there, was trying to get in the end of that on this right channel in the attacking final third. Real wholesale changes. That's maybe a mistake at the other end. Just Scally picks this one back up and profits big time. And after being under a lot of pressure, not in 5 minutes the second half, Rebecca Scally picks up the spoils and coolly finishes. And a cushion now for Glasgow girls. And a really unfortunate moment for the defender. And can Musselburgh Windsor recover from that bit of a blow, because he started the second half so well, but clinical from Glasgow Girls. Still plenty of time, of course, left in this game. And it's now flicking it back wide. Dilly. Oh, it's came all the way across and no takers on White. As White was lurking. Musselburgh will feel if they can score the next goal. They'll still be in this if they can keep up the momentum. Those girls back into defending. Free kick down there. Another attacking opportunity on the side, now trailing by a couple of goals to nil. Lament to put the ball forward, and more kind of argy bargy McCall, I think, maybe penalised. I think the referee bringing that back for a free kick. James twirling around but losing the ball. James trying to send it back in that direction. There's Scally again looking to try and profit. Away from Romano, and that one just darted out to safety for a corner. Lee McCall not taking any chances. Neil Connell with this corner kick, 49th minute of the game. High in, dangerous. What Scally looking to get a header on in there. That will be a goal kick though. Certainly making her name bright in lights, Rebecca Scally, after the winner in the semi-final. Scored with around about 10 minutes to go in that game against East Fife. Scoring the second here early in the second half to put daylight in the game. Under a little bit of pressure. Spin and turn away. Smith. A couple of players shielding around her, but Nice to find support there. Smith's going to get this back as well now. Getting good skill. Koloska. Continue to run here. And that is going to be one back. And it's one of the half-time subs. Evenis with it. And they have had plenty of the pressure. We're sucker punch with the second goal they conceded. But they're right back in this with half an hour to go. Well, he's made an impact off the bench, no doubt about that. A couple of good balls and attacking chances they've had in this second period. Now rewarded with one back in the game, and we've got a close final again. Lifted the section of the stand with the Musselburgh supporters are. Time from Smith. And sent down the other direction. Flag staying down here. Colin Mackay. Great ball in it as well, and it's just not quite the header for Scally, who was lurking once more. Mackay, one of the early changes for Glasgow Girls in the second half. Another change here. Olivia James making way for Glasgow Girls. Sent down by Braid. Here's Scally. Scally coming through. Just been marshalled out of it. Some good defending in there. Goalkeeper on the floor in pain. Combination of goalkeeper. I think even McCall that was there helped defensively. As much as Musselburgh Windsor have stepped up and creating chances. We've seen the thread of Rebecca Scally scoring that second goal and just been a real threat with a couple of other opportunities. And that was important defending after getting back into the game. And it's came out loose from the goalkeeper. It's a shot which is parried away from Connell. Thompson had to send it wide, but play continues, but does just wriggle out of play, in fact, on the byline. Can a bit more hear him, scare him now. Again, this is loose a little bit here. Scally. Connell. Looping! Fantastic! And clinical from Glasgow Girls. Despite the pressure in the second half, they have scored two terrific goals. And that'll be goal number 6 in the Cup this campaign. And fair to say the finals came alive in the second half. 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. Have Musselburgh Windsor got another answer or two in them? Huge amount of space for Mackay. Two players around him, but continuing to burst forward. Touch away from McCall. Mark and run for Rankin, the opening scorer, but not to be in that occasion. More changes for both sides. Sienna Lamont coming off for Glasgow Girls, Rachel Smith for Musselburgh Windsor. Yasmin Phillips on for the side trailing. Amy Hendry, one of those on. Glasgow Girls now. Mina's cutting that one out. White. Good reverse, but just ran out of space in the end. Big boot that. White was looking for this back and has got it back. Just shadowed out of it though by Maisie McMahon. Another good challenge, ball through the gap, and now this is Scally once more. She's got round the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper just doing enough. No penalty, referee was happy, it was a fairly fair and square coming together. Scally trying to work it round, keeper making herself big. And the ball's running away from the attacker. You suspect perhaps a fourth goal may well be too big a task for Musselburgh Windsor. So utilising their full use of players. Karela Kolowska. Next player to head off for Lothian side. Ball loose again here, Scally. Might come back here from the short pass. Shallower's trying to keep it forward. Just that little momentum that Renfrew, well, quite a big bit of the momentum that Renfrew had. Either side of conceding the second goal, got their goal back, and they were very much in the ascendancy for large swathes of that period, but that third goal sending it all the way down the traffic that direction. That's a free kick, may well be a talking to, and more than that, it's a yellow card as well. First of the match for Archibald for the late challenge. I think a little bit of frustration. Trying to keep the heads up though, because it's still 20 minutes to go in this game. was the free kick from Rankin, just scooped by the keeper eventually. It's Hendry rather that managed to whip that one in. Connell after the third goal, heading off now for Glasgow Girls. Pivotal moment in this final. So just taking that sting out of Musselburgh Windsor. Scally being pulled back there. Gets the free kick. One of the recent substitutes, McClellan, with this Glasgow Girls free kick. Punched away. Ranking. Referee trying to play advantage. Did play it, but then the ball was lost. Wind blowing a little bit, just from our position. Look at the flags flying around Alcove View. It's just greyed over a little bit compared to the hazy sunshine first thing when we got underway this morning for this final. So decent conditions for finals day. Continues to grow this competition throughout the years. 125 teams took part this year in the under-16s Challenge Cup. And these two are just over 15 minutes away, as things stand, from completing it, and it will be Glasgow Girls, as things stand, lifting the trophy. Unless there is late drama. Certainly had a lot of excitement and drama in the first 15 minutes or so of this second half, after a first half which had some good moments, a bit of caginess in the middle, and that breakthrough towards the end of the first period. Referee just getting a football. I think one went over the pitch. Quite important bit of kit we need, so found an alternative football. On back well there by Ramirez, who has harried a lot defensively to try and turn things around and start attacks. Good challenge in there too. And Ramirez then upended by Scally. I think a bit of a chat here with the referee. Right in the thick of this second half. There's Rebecca Scally, whether it's scoring a 10-second goal or one or two meaty challenges. Seen the goalkeeping free kicks posing threats for Musselburgh Windsor in this game. This time Thompson's ball is dealt with, but still with them here in possession with Ramirez. Great feet work there, and a bit of a stretch on as the opening goal scorer. Rankin trying to help defensively. Taken on though by White for Windsor. Phillips for Dilly. Great touch there for Minnis. Get the teammates set up though. I'm just going to wriggle away through. Phillips tried to thread it through a gap. Mackay just taking a dunt there, just off the pitch there, just in the kind of sandwich of defensive players. It's okay to continue with a bit of a stretch of perhaps. We're going to just have a little bit of further treatment just for a minute. I think they are going to make the substitute, so the substitute coming off for now to get some treatment. Both sides making use of the bench rotating round. Wilson appearing once more. This time Glasgow Girls with the free kick. There's a few more free kicks nudging into the game. There's a few tired bodies now. Cleland with this. Up towards Scally, trying to stake in behind, but taken by Thompson. Rankin chasing this one down. Phillips for Musselburgh Windsor. Just trying to pick out White, now up the other side. Scally just in hope, looking for something. We're heading to the final 10 minutes of the regulation time in this under-16 ScottishPower Youth Challenge Cup final. As things stand, it will be the last 10 minutes plus any extras. There's some late drama for Musselburgh Windsor and back into this game. Not quite the same threat since going 3-1 down. Well, there is maybe an opportunity to just try to keep hold of possession here in this. Good turn in there. And that's taken the shot from Isla Grandison. Try to wriggle through the gap. Maybe there is still a bit of life yet. Shot in the turn, not quite troubling the goalkeeper. Oh, just the defensive nick off that from Innes means that it's going to be a corner. A bit of a grandstand finish, perhaps, if they can find themselves a second in the game. Daisy Schouler is ready to deliver here. 8 minutes to go. A lot of bullies in there, but cleared. Schouler looking to try and perhaps get a second delivery in. Good block in there, I thought. I think that was Cadu opposite number there with the block. This might come loose here if McGregor just enough defensive bodies around. Shove there. Giving a cheap free kick away here to Glasgow Girls. Another goal here, he surely would finish it off. Famie Hendry with it. And it's taken well by Thompson. Play breaking up a bit here now. Wilson. Turnover of possession. Wilson looking to try and win it back. Up off the hand there. More rotation of players for Glasgow Girls, and the captain and the braid heading off. Forward from Cadu. Wilson in there. A bit tight for bodies, there's plenty back defending. Few shouts of handball for against Glasgow Girls this time, but Cadu continues. And now a little shove in there on Scally. Cleland with the free kick then. 5 to go in the 16s Challenge Cup final. She's put that into Thompson's hand. I'm not entirely sure that was the plan. A little gust of wind caught it a little bit just to take away from the potential of connecting with a teammate. Claudio Romano just heading off now for side trailing. Well, for rotational substitutions from both sides here. Different ways using players, but also freshening things up. See, for Musselburgh, Windsor trying to find a goal. Need two here in the last few minutes. Ball probably forward. Smith couldn't reach it though. Good idea from White. Bit of a frustration if you understand that a lot on the line here, this final. But great experience for both these sets of players. Glasgow just a few minutes away. Club that have, certainly the women's game, always prided themselves of being a club that develop young talent. Of course, our senior side rocketed through into the top flight in the game not too long ago, back into Championship now, but a lot of young players got experience of top level football and SWPL2 level football. So youth level have won silverware heck of a lot down the years. Had a tough run to the final with Stirling Albion's junior academy side, perhaps one of the sides that are fancied this competition, but they've defeated them 3-1. A tough game against East Fife as well. Edge past them 2-1. 3-1 up here. Had spells had to ride off their defence, doing well with Glasgow girls, but clinical, and that's been the key difference here. They have been clinical, especially in that first 15-minute period of the second half, where they very much were under pressure. Musselburgh Windsor started that second half period really well. But 2 goals, and particularly the one to make it 3-1, kind of stopped that real threat forward from the Lothian side. Is there any late hope as Innes trying to break through the gap? But cushioned nicely by Rundle through for McDonald. Ball up here, and Scally managed to burst. Could set this up, but the flag goes up. McGregor just straining a run. Great to have so many supporters in the stand watching this with the 9:45 kick-off, first of our 3 finals today. And especially in the second half, delivered some real entertainment. It's hit into the 80-minute mark in the stadium clock. Dillian Phillips trying to put the ball through this little snapshot from Innes. Left to go out by the goalkeeper. He carries on. No foul. That one bounced above the hand. Grandison probably going really quickly. Goalkeeper's going to come up here. If they're to get one, I think they'll run out of time to get anything more than consolation, but you never know. Thompson will float this long. That one, not troubling the target from Phillips. That shot, that might well be last of the chances for Musselburgh Windsor. See Inverness Thistle Blues and Dundee United arriving. You may see it in the background for the under 14s final to come at 12:45. There is the final whistle, and one or two head and hands as it's Glasgow girls that celebrate victory. Under 16s Youth Challenge Cup winners, and a game which really burst into life in the second half, but Glasgow girls were clinical at the end of the first with Rankin scoring a lovely goal in the first 15 minutes second half. Musselburgh Windsor, who were brilliant at times, had lots of possession, one or two really good chances. Clinical Glasgow girls picked up a few spoils. Scally and Connell scoring, despite Ennis's goal in between those two. He felt it was going to be Glasgow girls' day after. They made it 3-1 after the 55th minute, and it is them that are champions at under 16 level in the Youth Challenge Cup. Congratulations to Musselburgh Windsor. Terrific from them, though. Played their part in the final. So the second half really did burst into life. And we will bring you the trophy presentation in a couple of minutes' time as we look at the scenes as Glasgow girls celebrate winning the Youth Challenge Cup. So presentation time for both sides. Charlie Rankin for Glasgow Girls picking up the player of the match. I'm sure Musselburgh Windsor will be disappointed, but some good performances across the board. And they are certainly the substitutions at half time really made a big difference. Eva Innes did really well, playing her part, really setting up a couple of chances, scoring. Evie Thompson had 2 or 3 really good saves. But it's the same feeling of losing this final for the club. Lost to Glasgow City last year at the 16s level, and it's Glasgow Girls this year. Certainly potential for this 16s, many that will move up to 18s level. The 18 side has won in the past, Musselburgh Windsor, but now it's Glasgow Girls' turn to get their gold medals. See, at times, certainly that second half period, they scored 2 goals that kind of were against their run of play, but they're profiting really well from a couple of mistakes, but with their tenacity. Carly Mackay, who came off the bench, did pick up a knock in that second half. Will be their top goal scorer in the competition with 7 goals. Maisie McMahon, another key player with 5 goals throughout the competition. Amelia McConnell as well has scored the 3rd, getting her 6th of the Challenge Cup. Becca Scally near the end of the line. Important winner in the semi-final, important goal in the final. Key player in that second half. India Braid, the captain, is going to pick up the trophy here. After the photo. And then she can loft it high. It is Glasgow Girls, under 16 ScottishPower Youth Challenge Cup winners for 2025. And we'll leave you with these shots from this opening game of the day. We'll be back just ahead of kick-off at 12:45 for the under 14s final, where Inverness Castle Blues will be up against Dundee United Community Trust.
Congratulations once again to our winners, the Glasgow Girls winners of the ScottishPower Challenge Cup for the 2025. And a big thank you for your support here at Ogilvie Park this afternoon. Have yourself a safe journey home. The next match kicks off at 12:45. That's the 40s final as we welcome Inverness Carry Thistle and Dundee United.
Well, I'm here with Charlie and Lily from Glasgow girls team who have just lifted the under-16s trophy. Charlie, how did it feel getting that first one in on a final day? It's not very easy, is it?
No, it was stressful because we lost the last one, so it was obviously a big moment for us to win this.
And to be that person to turn it around, what was going through your head when you knew the goal was right in front of you and all you had to do was get it in?
Just celebrate, just want to win.
And Lily, what does it mean to the club to win something like this, and not only to promote yourself and your team, but to have gone through such a campaign and to bring it home?
It means everything for us. We've gone for the full season, working hard. Credit to everyone been working so hard, and I think we all just deserve this.
And have you got any plans for celebrations tonight?
Party!
Yes! Well, I'll let you get back to it. Enjoy.
Thank you.